Disclaimer: the information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GANs processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, the path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine, irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look through our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand, to be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle. Which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 254th One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace here on Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the Public Teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond, and I'll be host today, along with Mark and Dean as co-hosts, and we are ready to present the workshop today with members of the Universal Council. So let's get that lined up and ready to go. Okay, you should see it there now. Thank you.
Yes, and hello and welcome everyone to the One Nation, One Planet, One Race for Justice and World Peace. It's Christmas time, so Merry Christmas to everyone from the Council. As introduction today, I was thinking to speak about something that I read in the chats this last week. There are messages from Mr. Keshe. There is a lot of information around this event, the Christmas flight event, and what happened in that event. And one of the points he brings out is the connection with our own creator. And I find that very interesting. So he says that there is everyone who was there, and maybe all of us, we have this direct connection to the creator. And what does that mean for us? How can we handle this? And why? Why is it like this? So with the cosmic rays that are generated in Linz, and already started this production of the, or what you can, emission of the cosmic rays. And the cosmic rays are directly from the creator. So what will happen with us? Will we elevate faster? Will we see big changes on planet Earth? Will we achieve world peace on all levels? Will we change as humanity, including the animals and the plants and the stones and everyone who has a soul on this planet? I think the future, or the very near future, is it will be very exciting, and we will see the changes coming very fast. And just by looking at the development from the 6th of June, when Mr. Keshe opened the flight systems, how the technology has progressed, and how fast and how much new technology and how much development, it's incredible. And it's for us to open up and connect with the creator, our own creator, through our soul, because our soul is already part of the creator and it has that connection, but we need to open up so we really can start being these humans on planet Earth, which are using our souls both for living in physicality and to travel through space, exploring new places, traveling with our soul. So there is so much interesting stuff coming and already delivered. It's so much that it's a lot to adapt to. This connection with the Creator is kind of the theme for this One Nation, One Planet, One Nation, One Race today. So we have to really feel this. And we have learned so much from Mr. Keshe through the teachings about our soul. And we have learned that we are all one. We are all the same. We are all coming from the same because we are all part of the Creator. And he says in the last teaching that it all starts with one ray, the ray of the Creator. And it divides and it interacts and it becomes this unicos. So we are within this unicos and part of this. And we are all equal as souls because we are valuable to the Creator too. So we are all part of this, and we have to really work our way into understanding and comprehend everything and change our ways of living and ways of understanding. So, yeah. Yes, so maybe we could go to the next slide because there is a wish about this theme. And not to forget, we also will celebrate the new year because this is the last One Planet, One Nation, One Race of this year. And 2023 will be very exciting for everyone. So I will read this wish today. We, the Universal Council, wish for all souls of humanity to establish a connection line with the Creator that will last forever.
We are present.
And then we have this beautiful video, which is called Forever. It's from Ed from the American team. And I asked him if we could show this video. And it's beautiful. It's like the Creator is talking to us. So I thought it was really creative. So thank you.
Thank you, my dear Rick. Thank you so much. And, beautiful souls, welcome, welcome, welcome forever in the beauty and totality, in the beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute. Welcome, welcome forever in the beauty and totality. Welcome forever in peace of path. Welcome forever in the new era, the new human cycle, everything that is new, new, new. Welcome, my dear ones, with your soul, with your love. Welcome. Enjoy. Be in the joy forever, as it is. So it is. So this forever is forever, my dear ones. So beautiful, my dear Ed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste. I will see. We can go to the next slide. Thank you. Here, I welcome you, Dean. Hello, Dean. Are you here? Hello.
Hi, Shweta. Yeah, I'm present. Yes, of course.
Yeah. You can, with your beautiful voice, you can read the wishes, my dear. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Shweta. Yeah, of course. So we, the Universal Council, wish to spread the gifts of Mithra in 2023, which is to think good, speak good, and do good. We are present.
We are present. There is another wish in the next presentation.
So the Universal Council has another wish here. This is that we, the Universal Council, give through our soul for the Keshe Plasma Science knowledge that elevates souls of all beings and brings about everlasting peace throughout this world and beyond.
We are present. Beautiful. There's another wish, my dear Rick,
Okay, so the next wish is from the Universal Council. We, the Universal Council, wish for all beings to embrace universal conduct in 2023 to achieve the elevation of all souls.
We are present forever. Thank you, my dear Dean. Yes.
So I think those wishes are deep, and they bring about a wonderful union of all souls present, not only in physicality, but throughout the whole cosmos, the whole of the unicos. So many souls are becoming present here in these moments, are present here. And this wonderful gift that has been bestowed and given to humanity is a gift that in 2023, Mr. Keshe said that there should be a wonderful fulfillment of peace on planet Earth, to bring about this wonderful condition where we understand in ourselves, deep within inside ourselves, that we have this amazing gift within us. It's part of us, and we're part of everything, the total structure of everything in each and every moment, particularly this moment. So it's a wonderful gift. And 2023, like any date on any calendar, is something that we can inspire to be part of, can give freely and unconditionally from our soul to bring about in that precise moment, this moment, that gift that is within us. And so as soon as we connect with that, we have loving intentions, then we become that. And then as one, we have this this universal condition and this earth condition of peace that allows us to enjoy, embrace the moment. Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you, my dear Dean. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much love, always. So we can go to the next slide, my dear Rick. The wishes are forever. Here is the 1 minute of silence for the elevation of the souls of the 5+1 peace negotiators, souls of the IAEA, all souls working for peace in Vienna, the soul of humanity, the souls of world leaders and religious leaders of planet Earth. And here our time starts. I have to handle. Okay. Dean, can you do the time for 1 minute? Dean, hello.
Sweta, of course, yeah, I will do the time. So if I would say
Okay.
that we will do it from this very moment.
Yes.
Now.
Oh my, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sweta. So this is the end of the 1 minute silence for the elevation of the souls of the 5+1 peace negotiators, the souls of the IAEA, all souls working for the peace in Vienna, the soul of humanity, the souls of world leaders and religious leaders of planet Earth. Thank you all for being present in that moment. And of course, you can add your own thoughts and intentions and your own elevation to all the situations that you have and all the wonderful thoughts and intentions you have to give to others. You can add to this, and you can do this in each and every moment. It's not just this one minute. It's in any moment, each and every single moment. You can do this with yourself. When you find yourself with a few golden moments of silence within inside yourself, that you can share the beauty of the understanding that you have of the knowledge of the beauty that is everything that we as knowledge seekers and as human beings, as creatures and souls present, understand this peace and this beauty that we have in this moment when we decide we have it. So we are the creators. We have this condition where we, in this precise moment, can be the change, and we are the change. And when we allow that to happen, then we can make this particular moment, that connection directly back to the creator, and that creator within inside yourself. So we have that line of connection constantly, and we can all do this in any moment. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. So beautiful. We can do it any moment, any time, and there is no time at all in this peace and love. Thank you for being present. Thank you, my dear Dean. Thank you.
Thank you, Sweta.
Hello, this is Marie again. We decided in the Universal Council that because there is something that I have found when I was working with all the manuscripts of the TV Galactica, I found a part where Mr. Keshe is answering one of the questions from Rosanna Alves. I was reading this question and the answer, and I was thinking, I really think I understood something. So I want to read it, and I want to say some words about it afterwards. The question is, Yeah, there is a lot of talk that there are aliens who put chips in our souls to enslave us so we can do what they want here in physicality. Is this possible? This is the question. And the answer from Mr. Keshe: men of the universe have not yet invented microchips to plant it in anywhere. They are far behind humans in this respect, as they never could be physical anyway. But if you understand the work of the fields, one understands that plasma only accepts what it needs and what it wants to be connected with and to. So anyone can make up any story about these things. It's the clarity of understanding of the truth which should have been answered for these questions by member of the universal community. And when I was working with these manuscripts lately, and I saw this, I was thinking, is Mr. Keshe saying that, okay, we humans, we live in a matter world in physicality, but the universal community, have they never been in physicality? Because it says, as they never could be physical anyway. And then I was thinking, is this why humanity is chosen to be the universal teachers? What do we know that they don't know? What experience do we have that the others, the universal community doesn't have? It's the physicality. So maybe we have to, since the whole Unicos is in a kind of transformation where all souls will be able to live in 2 dimensions, which is the soul dimension, which they are already in, and the physical dimension, which is the other. So we are the other way, because most of us are born in physicality, and now we're trying to learn to live this soul existence, traveling with our soul, traveling the universe. So maybe that is the point, by making us the universal teachers, that we have the experience of the physicality and soon the experience of the soul, because we are at school with Mr. Keshe, where he teaches about the soul. So at least we know it in theory. Some people can do it in both dimensions, but most of us are at school learning about the soul. And our kind of need this elevation. So that was my thought, and I wanted to share it with you. Okay. I'm finished with this part. Are you there, Jacko? Maybe?
Yes, hello everyone.
Hello,
This is
Jacko.
Jacko, UC Dutch. Rick, could you go to the next slide, please? So, as we said last week, we want to go through the commandments because they are the way to reach the level of soul in the dimension of the physicality. And it is exactly what Marie said. This is not a one-way street. This is a both-way street. So what we do in our position, going to the level of understanding that dimension of the soul, is the other way around, our universal community that is learning the dimension of physicality. So it is an exchange and sharing, and the beauty is that when we can be in both sides, there's no limit. And as we know, the moment the Creator is on earth, Mitra is on earth, her children are there. And Mr. Keshe already said it in the last teachings, that we will have a big surprise very soon. So, yeah, who knows what is to come? Who can imagine what dimensions, what steps we will take? I had an experience yesterday. I was with a friend. My son was there too. And they were talking about the technology because they know that I'm doing it, I'm learning it. And they were both talking like, as soon as we really have the proofs, then we believe it. And I told them, for me, I have the proofs. I see it in myself, in my body. I see it in my daily doing. So I don't need any more provement to see that the technology is right. And I was thinking about, yeah, do you go into discussion with them? Do you try to convince them? It felt like, no, it's not necessary. Because that what is to come very soon, there will be no doubts anymore. So I really see forward to that. And I'm very sure that everyone, and it is also written in the holy books, will understand what is going on. So please to the next slide, Rick. So this is the topic that we want to go through today. It's the thou shall not possess. Now, what do we possess? A little example. About an hour ago, I was looking out of my window, and there's a street where a lot of people come with dogs, and they go out with them from the hotels and from the apartments that are around. And there was a lady with a dog, and she was clearly teaching him how to listen. And every time he didn't listen, he got one on his head. And I was thinking, are we really allowed to possess like that? Does an animal really have to listen and exactly do what we want, and else we punish him? That is also a kind of possessing. And it is absolutely wrong. We had dogs ourselves at home, and it was 3 of them. And what I noticed is that if you try to get on the level of the dog, and that is nothing less or higher than a human is, but if you get this connection on a certain level, they understand what you want. And the learning process, I saw it several times where we had several dogs, also when they died, new ones. If you become one with them, they follow. And if they understand what you want and you don't want anything very special from them, then they understand. And it is really, really wonderful to see. Here in Switzerland, we have these avalanche dogs who go searching for people when they are under an avalanche of snow. They can smell up to 15 meters through the ice, through the snow. So they are so sensitive, and they show exactly where someone is, and you can dig there and they get the people out of there. So this interaction of human and animals should be on that level, on the soul level. And by maturing, that we do every day, when we learn more, we come to this level that we can not only connect to animals, but to all the souls in existence. And I think that is also very important, that we understand our universal community and that we can communicate with them too. So I will read it. One of the things when you mature in a soul, it says, thou shalt not possess. Possessing brings kingship. Possessing brings diminishing others. When you share and you serve, you don't possess, because you all possess the same. You only possess something when you don't have and you want to get to have. So it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have a bicycle. And it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have a house to live in. But it is about our connection to that. And I always say, in fact, you should imagine, what would you do when you come to the point where you have to leave Earth? The point of death, earlier or later, comes for every one of us. And as soon as you come to this point, what would be there to keep you back, to not let you go? And I think if you think about that, you know exactly where the detachment should start.
Jacko.
Yes, Marie?
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
To the possession, because I'm thinking in the universe, we all know about the plasma, that you give and you take. And I think in the universe, it's very important that you only take what you need and you give away what you don't need. That can also, so if you hold on to more than you need, that's a kind of a possession.
It is. You're exactly
so
right.
I think that's the game of the universe, that we need to learn that it's not to take more and more and more of something, but we take what we need, because then everyone will have, in a way. And then,
Exactly.
then we keep that interaction with everything going. So humans need to learn this interaction in a way.
In fact, they can turn around 180 degrees, because here is all about taking and gathering as much as you can. But in the end, they will see that it is nothing of value if you come to a soul level.
No, but you are allowed to take what you need.
Yes, of
so
course.
You can take what you need to survive, or not only to survive, but to be existing in a way. But all the other stuff you don't need, you give away, because someone else needs it.
Exactly. Someone else? It's a dialogue, not a monologue.
Hi, Jacko. It's Dean here.
Hi, Dean.
Hi, Jacko. How are you? It's great to hear your voices, all of you. As I know we're all very connected, and we always will be.
Yes.
Each and every single one of us. And this thou shalt not possess. This can be in many different ways, both in a physical possession, and also on a sort of a plasmatic, a soul aspect of things. Even though the soul would never possess, the soul would not doesn't understand that concept. But the soul of physicality. So we have this condition where we have these physical bodies, and because we have these physical bodies, we like to engage in various different activities in all our daily lives, in everything that we do. And sometimes this possession can take place, as you spoke about with the dog. And this can be the same in many circumstances that we find ourselves in. And we sometimes we don't even realize that we may be doing such a thing. We have a thought and intention to maybe give to a relative, a child, or to a colleague, a community, and we give what we believe to be the energy that we have and we give this position, we give this freely. However, sometimes we have an energy that we expect something back, and when we expect something back, then we are taking the energy as much as we are giving. So when, as in many that have come to understand this, knowledge seekers, the universal community, they give unconditionally, and they expect nothing back. So they don't possess anything. They let everything go. They leave all the baggage and everything that they have. And then at the point of need, at that precise moment, they receive the energy they require. So by giving everything away, by giving unconditionally, they receive from the other souls. So as you said before, it doesn't mean you have to give all your possessions away, but the thoughts, the intentions to give to another brings about a condition where all the souls will join together and say, thank you, wonderful, beautiful that you are sharing and giving in this precise moment. And because of that, all the other souls will then give back. And if you realize that you as one soul are connected to all the souls, you can imagine and understand the energy and the giving and receiving that you will receive back by taking this position, allowing yourself to actually open up to give with your heart and soul in the moment. And then, as I said, all the other souls will feed back to you. And what a wonderful thing this is, because can you imagine how this would be if you do this within your family? If you do this with yourself, and then if you do this in a community, and then a nation, a planet, and then all the souls of the Unicos. And then when you share yourself with the Creator, can you imagine the love that you'll receive back? So I think it's very important that you can, this number 21, thou shalt not possess. So give everything and enjoy, receive everything back. Over to you, Jacko.
Thank you, Dean. Yes, that is exactly what elevation means. And
Yes.
yeah, it's one of the keys.
I have another thought. I remember a teaching with Mr. Keshe, where he said that you are in the shop, and when you go out of the shop, there is a beggar on the street, and you give him some money, and you feel really good about yourself. And then you walk a little bit, and then there is someone laying on the street, and you are thinking that, oh, I wish I could take the pain away from you. And you walk a little bit, and you receive some kind of elevation. You feel you've elevated. So which of these two situations did you elevate from? Because the first, when you gave the money and you kind of felt like you were a good person giving this beggar money, you did that in physicality. But in the second situation with the man who laid on the street, and you wish to take the pain from this person, you gave on soul level. That is what I remember from that teaching, and I thought it was really beautiful. So it's the second situation where you receive this soul elevation. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie.
Yeah, thank you, Marie. Beautifully said. I think it is exactly this. And this understanding takes us to that elevation position. And when we see there's many souls that have many different beliefs, and they all act within their structure and give to their understanding. The understanding that's being presented, being brought forward, is the gift in this moment, gives humanity and the souls present here the ability to reach another position, and even to the ultimate highest position. So no matter what your belief system is, This knowledge is here to share amongst all of us, for us to all grow and to inspire each other to bring about this this beauty that is present within us. So, however, when we join all together, whatever our beliefs are, when we don't possess those beliefs, but we allow ourselves the freedom to expand out into the qualities and the beauty of each and every single one of us possess, we all start to become this this beauty. And then it doesn't matter, it really has no influence whether you are involved in one particular aspect of a belief or another. The fundamental understanding is that we, as beautiful creators, as souls of the totality, are present in physicality in this moment. And we, as humanity and others, are coming to an understanding where we are becoming that one soul. And so the planet is becoming very, very elevated. And this is one cell of one part, where that's, we look at the planet, and this is one cell of a bigger totality. And we're part of this one little cell within our structure of our physicality. However, our unlimited soul is part of everything, the whole creation, and it feeds back to the creator, who is then guiding and giving to us constantly in this precise moment. So when we reach this understanding, each and every single one of us, and we don't possess in any position, no matter what your belief, and you allow it to happen as a beautiful soul in this very instant, you will know inside yourself it's time, it is this moment to realize this, to allow this, to be this. Thank you for being present. Thank you, Jacko.
Thank you, Dean. So what came to my mind is, with everything that is to come in the next weeks, months, it is so important to serve. What Mr. Keshe told with the graphics he showed, it says that we are still somehow in the taking mode. As soon as he gave the freedom of choice of a wish, all of us who were present there locked off from the oneness in the creator. And it doesn't matter what one's wishes was, he says it will be fulfilled. But the important is that we understand that it is extremely important what we wish. And I think with our intention, we set the wish right. If we're going to the senses that Mitra said, by thinking good, speaking good, and doing good. That's why we repeat it all the time, because it is very, very important. So thank you all. Rick, we can go to the next slide.
One thing I was thinking about the possess commandment here is it's kind of built into, especially the English language, but all languages in some degree, and that is the what we call the possessive, meaning something like my possessions, all the things that we accumulate around us, we call them my, like my car, or my house, or my chair, my computer. And we attach ourselves to these items and make them our own. We attempt to possess them, to possess their soul, essentially, through the language. And that connection becomes such a habit that we don't see that we are actually, when I say, when someone says my girlfriend or my wife or my husband, then they are in effect possessing that other entity, that other being. A part of them is being possessed by us when we say my becomes a possessive kind of entity. And we can actually modify the language a bit if we are aware of that, and say things differently than attaching ourselves to them with the language. So it's something to think about as we are trying to become more like the image that we see on the screen here of the flower that gives away its seed. And all those things that we attach our my to, in a way, are like these seeds that we can give away and reestablish a correct relationship to those physicality things that we tend to attach ourselves to in a almost involuntary or unconscious way. So we can be conscious of those connections, I guess, is my point there.
Yes, and it is also very important to know that the more you give from your soul, the more you grow and get. It's like with the love, it's exactly the same.
Yes. We had one thing more to show in or listen to in this part, and that is a clip from the latest American teaching on Sunday. There is a question from Danilo that is answered by Mr. Keshe. Should we maybe listen to that one?
Yes, we can.
I sent it to you, Rick, with the timestamp.
Yes, let me get that set up here. Okay, 3749. Okay, let me just make sure that's set up proper. Yes. Okay, this is from the Keshe American Knowledge Team meeting of 12/25/22. So basically from Sunday. Okay, let's play it.
Mark, can I make a question about another topic, or are you talking about something specific?
No, as long as it's related to the foundation, something,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Mr. Keshe. My question is, all the entities, all the living creatures, they are images of the creator, or only the mankind, the human being? Thank you.
I think I could answer that.
What you mean exactly?
Yeah. I made the man in the image of the creator, in the image of myself. Okay, but are the humans made in the image of the creator, or all the living entities, the animals, the creatures from other planets and other?
We all have a soul, which is a plasma, not a physical shape, 2 arms, 2 legs. This is a misinterpretation of the meaning. I made man in the image of myself as a field, not as an arm and leg or a dog or a Martian or whatever.
You did say the Creator has many faces and he appears in life. So when we see life, we see the Creator, yes?
Everything has a beauty. Depends what you want to call it,
Yes.
how you want to do it.
I think it's finished. So it's not just us humans who are made in the image of the Creator, because it's a field, so it's a plasma, and all living things has a soul, which is a plasma. So we are all made in the image of the Creator. Okay, I think that was it from this one. Maybe we go to the next slide. This is Marie again. This slide is meant for the communities and all souls to bring their needs and their wishes to the Universal Council, where we can work on it together. Or if you have anything you want to say, it's the time. Or add to the knowledge or to the teaching. Thank you.
If no one does, I have something. A few days ago, I saw a streaming and it was about space telescopes. It was about the Hubble telescope from 1995 and later on the James Webb telescope. And the people who planned these devices were talking about what they expected to find, and especially with the Hubble, they first looked at the places where they knew that there were stars and galaxies, and then someone asked one, can't we look at a place where there's nothing? And everyone was astonished and said, well, why do you want to look where there's nothing? And when they did anyway, they found hundreds and thousands of new galaxies, which they absolutely did not expect. So when the new telescope came, the James Webb, it had, I don't know how much, 20 years delay. But when they started to do the same and look at certain positions, they found that on the size of a sand corn here on Earth, in the universe, they found thousands of new galaxies. Now, if we expand this sand corn to our skyline we have in the night, you can imagine what dimensions there are. And that is fantastic to know that in the very near future, we will be able to travel there and to discover, to interconnect, and to share with these dimensions. So when I saw this, I thought this is really something to share. This is unbelievable. And that is from the physicality, what we can see, what we can find. Now just imagine what is on the soul level.
Yes, just imagine.
Yes.
I think if we go to the, if there is anyone who wants to say something, please speak out now.
Yes, my dear Mary, thank you. Thank you so much. My internet connection is very poor today. I apologize. As you have beautiful, Mary, beautiful words, Jaco. And I will say here about the possessions, thou shalt not possess. This means that in the emotional level also, in the position level also, you shouldn't possess. You don't stick to one thing, because plasma is always in motion. So if you stick even in an emotional level, that Rick was saying, that this is my love, this is my wife, this is my, and then everything cripples, everything becomes cancer, kind of that. So in India, I will say there's old books, well, those books are of all the whole world, ancient books, that say this is also a kind of maya, the illusion. When we say that all souls come and manifest in a magnitude, the soul react with that, the inertia, or initiate like that. But when we see a child from our womb, we say, this is my child. But here I want to share, I will say, yes, what Danilo says and what my Messiah Shraman AM Keshe has answered was so beautiful, that all souls are equal. Souls are always in a plasmatic condition, in the condition of love forever. So here is a story, but because I have seen my grandmother, and then they were always lived in a joint family. My father came to the middle of India, Madhya Pradesh, for a job, and we separated from the family in a way. So they were so indulged with each other, they were so, and there's a process of always a giving. The children of the auntie was taken care by the elder one, and these are coexisting each other, and they don't feel any discrimination with other child, or a animal in the house, or a cow in the house, or a servant, or anybody. Everybody is sitting in a line, and there's a tradition to sit in the floor and eat. So one is serving and everybody is eating, and then those who are serving, then sit, and then another eat. So this is the way I have seen these beautiful services. And there was my grandmother. She has 13 children, and as I know, so say my grandfather's elder brother has a beautiful wife. We call her the Noama, the Ma of the Ma's, and she was a beautiful woman, a beautiful heart, a beautiful soul, well, rich also. But my grandmother has this 13 child, and she has no child, and she always dream about a child. She always dream about a child. Like my sister-in-law, I should get. I must have a child. They are so beautiful, and she loves all the child of my grandmother, like her child. One day, my grandmother said to him, she was pregnant with the third child at that time, and she dreamt that, and she told her elder sister-in-law that I have dreamt that I am bearing your son. So my great grandmother, I mean the grandmothers, she was amazed. Well, how could you know? She said, it is like that, it came in my dream, and I dreamt of your son in my womb. Hello? Okay. Somebody's mic is open. Okay, thank you. So that was amazing for her. And then she said that I am like, I am at service, because this is the way the creator do things, And when she gave birth that child, that was a son, and then she gave the son immediately to the elder brother's wife, and she was so happy about this. This is the sharing that has been done in the olden times, I have seen, and this is the unity and equality I have seen. Many of us has been through this, and then we lost this connection in a way. But here again in this new human cycle, we will we'll understand about the possession. Thou shalt not possess. Possession is kind of a addiction, you know, addiction, addictive things. Even possessing love is also an addiction. We all have suffered, but understanding, we did never understand love, that love is for everybody, everybody. So here is some experiences that, and in this communication of soul, we are doing this, you know, that was not possible before, not possible at all. We haven't think of that the pain of not being loved can be removed forever by our elevation, by our love. How can it be? So it is the services we give. Even it is an insect. It is an insect. You know, today the person who works with me, helps with me, her name is Manorama. She was sweeping she was brooming, and I was standing and talking with her. She told, and I said, another woman also was standing with me, a neighbor. She told Manorama that it is a big, you know, worm, kind of, you know, the woolly worm that stings in her sari, back of her sari. And she just such panicked, you know, oh my God. I said, and the woman with the neighbor woman said, crush the insect. It is very dangerous. But I used to do that when I was a teenager and growing up. But then suddenly I felt that no, don't do that. Just put it away and inside in the you know, in a shallow form of it. That there's a jeep standing. Keep it there. It will go away in a way. So that is the change that has been happening. That we see all souls equal. So in a way, this is the form that we are becoming. So this is, I want to share, Mary. Thank you always.
Okay, there's a wish in the YouTube that I can share. Kind of two. There was a comment earlier from a Choshak Radiki Radadi, who says, let love and light shine in the hearts and spirit of humanity. May science of knowledge and spirituality work together. Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you. We are present. We are present, my dear. Beautiful.
And Mary Beth says, my wish right now is for positive change.
We are present. We are present, Mary. Thank you. Thank you, my dear.
And there's another wish from Mr. P, who says, my wish right now is the real Magrav spaceship, not the fake pretend pods for rich people.
Yes, of course, we are present. There will be no rich and no poor, my dear, of course. There will be all of us, always, forever, in a way, in this beauty and totality. Nobody is rich and nobody is poor. And so everybody is in the spacecraft. So thank you, my dear. Thank you.
We're all on this ship together.
Yes, of course. This is the happiness we have that has been not understood and felt by us from eons. And this is, yes, this is forever. Nobody can create any fear about this. Nobody can block this. This is the liberty. Yes. Claudia, my dear Claudia has written, I wish liberty for all souls. Okay. The more chat, where is that? Yes. I apologize. Here, Claudia has said, I wish liberty for all souls of physicality to elevate the soul of the man without pain and suffer. Thank you, my dear. We are present. We are present so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So beautiful wishes today. And a mother always wish. That is the way she does work. Hold the whole family together, whoever that is. So anybody else want to welcome, my dear one? Anybody else want to share anything about?
Shweta, it's Dean here.
Yeah, thank you.
So one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. So what does justice mean for each and every one of you? In your understanding, what is justice? Is it a balancing of emotions? Is it a balancing of the fields? Is it a man with a big wooden stick banging it on a table? Is it the creator? Does the creator have a justice? Do you have justice?
We are our own judges.
We are our own judges, yeah.
Your soul will be your judge. That's the judgment day when you meet your soul. But I think with what you said, that justice must be the balance with the environment. You and the environment. That there is a good balance. It's like peace. Peace is balance. So justice is also peace in a way. When we have justice, we have peace. Balance to all these rights.
So world peace. So that justice, when we have that justice for ourselves and we share that, but we don't judge that position. This was the point I was trying to come to, was that the justice is a human word and a human understanding that was given to us, and this word carries then a very complex meaning that can be utilized by all of us in many different ways. The justice is when you can allow yourself to understand each and every component, each function that is going on around the structure of yourself and within inside yourself. So that world peace, is it world peace or is it inner peace? Is that the justice that we need? Is that it? Is that where we allow the justice of man, ourselves, to be peaceful?
I think the justice is, when we talk about justice, it's between us. So for my balance with the environment, with all souls in the environment, in a way, that I have what I need and everyone else has what they need. That's justice and balance and peace.
Exactly. That's exactly it, Marie. It is this allowing that condition with inside yourself and with everybody else, that we all are equal. We all have the same ability. We all have the same thoughts. When we come to understand all the different languages, all the amazing cultures, and all the influences that happen continuously in and around all our environments across all the continents, then there's justice in many places there, and that balance, as you say. And so when we understand that the fields, because we are, and we've spoken with Mr. Keshe about this, we are, as a human being, we are a collection of very intelligent gases. Where do gases come from? What is a gas? It's another state of matter. It's another condition. It's a plasmatic condition. So a thought radiates out from a centralized core. And in the matter state, in our understanding, that soul aspect that we have, that space gap, that energy flow, that is the soul, that is connected to everything, that is part of us, that radiates out from this centralized core and then creates the matter state around itself. We call it the brain. And it lights up like little galaxies whenever we have a thought and intention. And so if we extend that out, that extends out then on out into other souls, other galaxies, countless galaxies. As Jacko explained earlier on, when you point or you focus to somewhere that has nothing, in fact, it has everything. And so when we allow the justice and the world peace within inside ourselves, you realize what you have is everything in this moment. Everything that you could ever wish for, you have right now. And that is the ethos of the universal community, and the knowledge seekers, and each and every one of you are present in this moment who will listen to this and shall listen to it for however long it is out there in the void of space. Because when we go quiet and silent, when we have this minute of silence, 5 minutes of silence, a second of silence, what do you hear? What do you actually hear? It's space. It's nothing. It's the fields. It's the interaction. It's a thought. It's a creation. An illusion. A beauty. It's you and me. It's the creator in this moment. And we are present. Thank you, Marie.
I would like also to add something about justice. For me, justice means, at my understanding, there's a law of plasma. If we have two or more plasma, the most powerful plasma help the other one to have the same amount of energy. So it's the same like equilibrium, is the same like Mary said, like peace, to be in balance. Balance is synonym with justice and is synonym with the principal law of plasmatic science, of our moral soul. Because our soul is a plasma made by principal fields, which are ethical. I mean, the law of plasma is a law of goodness and beauty. By doing every day good things, thinking good, doing good, being good, speaking good, we create beauty around us. And the creator is beauty. Beauty and goodness. In a Greek language, kala means beauty and good. Beauty and goodness. So happy to share with you these thoughts, and my wish for next year is to finally achieve sustainable peace on this earth, starting from the peace at the soul level of grassroots and of this quantity of souls and quality of souls able to make the shift of elevation of all souls. I mean, quantitative, it's a name in English, but now I don't remember in English. And I'm sure that human being nowadays it's able to understand the necessity of justice, of unconditional love, of peace, and the condition of harmony, which means to be in resonance with the heartbeat of our earth, the soul of the earth, the soul of the sun, and the soul of many suns, together to have the same heartbeat, the same resonance, and to create the symphony of the universe and of the universe. This is my wish for the next year, because Claudia asked us. Thank you very much. Much love to all of you. God bless you.
You're breaking up, Sveta. We cannot, but
Yes.
I can
Hello?
thank now you're clear. Okay. You want to say something,
Okay.
Sveta?
Yes, I wanted to say that Lisbeth also, as Salomia has given this wish for the new year, and is there any wish for the new year, new era, year? I will say yes, there is a wish, beautiful, beautiful, thought-loving wish. And the wish is, we, the Universal Council, wish through our heart and soul, through our soul, for positive changes in 2023. That is beauty. We are present. Thank you.
Thank you, Sveta. Can we go to the next slide, Rick?
There's several more wishes
Okay.
that we should address from the public here.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
In the live stream, Mike says, I wish for announcement of Nessera and Jessera. He says, I must have been too early with this wish a few years ago because it was removed the first time. LOL. Okay, so announcement of Nessera, that's N-E-S-A-R-A and G-E-S-A-R-A, which are the release of funds to the people of Earth, basically, is the way I understand it.
Yes, of course. Whatever the name is justified, because this is the way humanity will get relief in this. So this is the form of energy that will come, my dear. Thank you. You name it. Thank you, my dear. We are present in your wish.
Thank you. And Mike also adds, I wish all scales of justice are recalibrated.
We are present. This is the truth that will come out because of this. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
I think that process is happening right as we speak.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
This has to happen.
more. Yes, indeed. We have a couple more from YouTube. Let's see. Mary says, I wish for planetary healing on all levels.
Yes, we are present in all levels. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, my dear.
And Michaela, I think, or Michaela, says, I wish that humanity will be free to co-create with nature instead of being forced to deplete the Earth's resources.
Yes, of course. Beautiful wish. We are present, my dear. Thank you.
Jefferson adds, when this plasma knowledge is spread to every being in the universe, we will find equality, justice, and peace.
Oh, my dear Jefferson. Thank you, my friend. We are present in your beautiful wish. Yes, of course.
Purity Prima says, Gadaja, greetings. I am new. Thank you. Much gratitude. I am pleased to hear beautiful people wanting peace. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. You are a beautiful soul. Thank you.
Rick, Sweater, can I? Mark's written something in the chat that I think is very relevant in these moments. Is that okay to read out, Rick? I think it should be fine.
Yes, of course, of course.
Of course.
So, of course. So this is Mark. Mark has written, Mr. Keshe has asked certain governments to place immigration officers in the test centres of KF to document those taking place in the transmutation process. My wish is that the passports and the paperwork normally required be unconditionally waived for all universal citizens or travellers of the universe, that we can freely meet and share and experience the beauty and the interaction of our larger universal family here on planet Earth. Thank you, Mark. I think that's a very relevant message you've just given there, because this technology, this understanding is present here right in this very moment. And we talk about 2023, this wonderful elevation of the soul of a man to join the universal community is present here. It's here now in this moment. And the process has started, nothing can stop it. And the universal beings, the travelers of the universe, have always been present with us. However, now mankind has reached a point of understanding to actually allow and to be part of this community. And what Mark's written there is taking us to that position. We're in that position now. So thank you, Mark. Thank you for those wonderful words.
Yes, thank you, my dear Mark, for your wonderful words. As Dean said, so do I, so do we all. And Elizabeth, beautiful. Elizabeth says, all technology create and Keshe Foundation created in Keshe Foundation, such as gas, energy, improvement units, seek justice, vital balance by having access to cover the basic needs. Thank you. So beautifully you said. Thank you, my dear. And yes, of course, this is the soul. The soul always wanted this, our souls. We just possessed everything and lost in this possession. So thou shalt not possess, not even love. Love is for everybody, you should not possess everything. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, my dear Dean.
Thank
So,
you, Sweta. Thank you for all that you do. You're constantly there giving, Sweta, and that's a beauty. Thank you very much.
oh,
And
thank
Merry Christmas for all of India and all of this that side of the planet from this
Oh,
side
thank
of the
you.
planet. And so
Yes, of course.
it's all
When you're saying this, I can feel the snow
yeah.
here.
The snow
Wow.
the snow it all melted here. It warmed up
Yeah.
and all the snow completely disappeared where I'm present. So it's funny how the environmental conditions,
Yeah.
like many things that we've spoken about, can change very dramatically with just a slight raise in temperature can completely change the atmosphere, the environment that we find ourselves in. So
Of course.
and this is for each and every one of us in each and every moment.
Yeah.
And this could be, the consciousness, it could be the understanding of us actually, the way that we interact as we are connected with the weather patterns, and we're connected to the earth as all souls, as the Mother Earth, as the earth has a soul, and we all have souls. And when we tap into this plasma with our plasma, then maybe we can affect conditions in a beautiful way to give and share to all the souls, whether it be a cat, a dog, a planet, a sun, a galaxy, or a cell in our body, a mini sun. It could be any interaction. And it's up to us with our thoughts and intentions and our understanding to make this connection in the moment and be present as we are always. Thank you, Sweta.
Oh, thank you, my dear, for your very kind words. You are always so kind. Thank you. We are present in your beautiful, even the feeling. So here we can say that Merry Christmas, as the Christmas is here and the beautiful days are here. And I will say this time, the centennial beings we are, and the Santa Claus is Mitra with all the gifts coming with her cap. So this is the way the new human cycle is going to be. So thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to share anything?
Yes, there's a question in the Q&A here from Syed, who has been answered by Jacko, but I think maybe the question should go out. Greetings, Keshe Foundation, love you and your work for humanity. I have a question that can this MagRav plasmatic replace electricity in the grid, which we use? Jacko had answered, hello, Syed. Next year, there will be solutions for energy on a plasmatic level. MagRavs are part of that, as well as the cosmic rays. Would anybody else like to add to that?
Yes, I want to say, my dear Syed, that we are transforming this. We don't want this electricity anymore in the plasma state. There is a reverse thing going on in a way, as you think. We don't create this magnitude again of electricity in the matter state and depending on these wires and all. But in the plasma battery or the generators or even the plasma state MagRav, they don't need any electricity. They are self-creating every time. They are creators. So you don't need electricity anymore. This magnitude will go away in a way. This was a trigger, but then the plasma is there. The MagRav with plasma will work forever, like in a way. So, my dear Syed, you don't need any electricity anymore after now. Thank you. Thank you for asking the question. Thank you, Jacko. Thank you, my dear.
Can we go to the next slide? Because there's something for us there. Yes. So it's the last session before for us, for the Universal Council, before New Year, New Year's Eve. And we, the Universal Council, we wish all of you a happy New Year and the New Year 2023. And there was someone wrote in the chat, I think it was a UC member, what is the wish for the from the Universal Council to the new year? And the Universal Council has one central wish, and that is the wish for world peace on planet Earth. Because when we get the world peace, the doors to the universe will open, and we will be fully part of the existence in the universe. Even if we are in the universe now, but there is a demand for world peace, and we are working on that on the soul level, and that is our wish for 2023. And now we have all these cosmic rays showering the whole earth, so it will be a joy, the new year. I'm looking forward to that. And I guess all the other Universal Council members can join in that wish. Thank you.
We are present, my dear Mary. Thank you so much. Yes, the peace of the world. So happy New Year, my dear beautiful souls. Happy, happy, happy New Year. So much happiness that we ever felt. So here for 2023. Thank you, Mary.
Also from my side, thank you very much, everyone, and have a happy new year. I put a little link in the chat. It's about what Mr. Keshe told in the Keshe American Knowledge Team. For those who didn't listen to that, please do, because there's a lot of answers to a lot of questions in that. Rick, maybe you can share it on the other platforms. And I'm very sure that the next year will be a year of change, because the change is here. It is here and now. It's going on. And we will manifest next year what our wishes bring. And that is peace on earth. And it's great to do it together with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaco. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Beautiful sharing of souls. That is, thank you. Anybody else want to say anything about New Year?
So it's Dean here. So I'd just like to...
oh, welcome.
Thank you. I'd just like to wish everybody a most wonderful moment in 2023. May all your wishes be fulfilled. May you be happy and joyous. May you be a child again. May you understand and receive the gift that is there in this precise moment for you. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being the beautiful, wonderful, incredible star, the brilliance, the magnitude, the wondrous abilities that you are part of. Thank you for being present in this moment. And may all your inspiring wishes and thoughts and intentions create new cycles of abundance and beauty for you, the environment, your friends, family, communities, nations, planets, galaxies, universes, and beyond to the Creator. And may it feed back to you and bring you such beauty that it fills you with unconditional, joyous love in this precise moment. Thank you for being present. Thank you all.
Oh, my dear Dean, you have said so lovely words. As in plasma way, I was saying our hearts are filled with the plasma love. So much blessings to you, my dear. Thank you. So Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. So we can go to the next presentation.
Hello.
Or there is...
Hello.
Oh,
Stop, please. I would
yes,
like to
stopped.
thank everyone who is here present. When we look back over the last years and where we came to where we are today, it's just beautiful. And yeah, I'm so thankful for Mr. Keshe and the Keshe Foundation. And yeah, we are all part of it. And just a big hug to everyone and a great year for the whole universe. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Andreas. I
Hugs
also want
back.
to...
Thank you, Andreas.
Jaco, can I say?
Yes,
Oh,
you can say.
I also, Andreas, thank you. Thank you for your beautiful words. I also want to thank you, Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, for everything doing for the humanity. And now we are able to understand what is our position and what should we do. Thank you, Keshe Foundation. Always, all the love to you. Blessings of Ma. Thank you.
I have a little story that just occurred that I'd like to add, which is I do mobile auto repairs and that kind of thing, and had a job scheduled for later on today. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here now, and I had the job scheduled for 1 o'clock. I wasn't looking forward to it because it meant ripping out a bunch of wires and things that you never know what's going to happen when you start getting into a job like that. So I just got a message just now from the person, and they say, "Good morning, Rick. My stereo fixed itself. It's a Christmas miracle. I'll skip the trip out there today and touch base if it starts acting up again." So I've been relieved that I don't have to do that job, and somehow my psychic interaction last night trying to find out what the problem could be and putting my mind on it, and for whatever reason, it's a Christmas miracle. It doesn't have to be done, and it got all done through the virtual world, the unseen world, rather than the physicality world. I like to work that way. It's much more efficient. And you don't get your hands dirty either. So I just put that in there.
Thank you, my dear Miracle. Yes, of course. Sometimes it seems like that, Sometimes it seems so much like that, like, what? It's your wish, my dear. It's always your wish. Yeah.
Well, we had the other wishes today that could be said that could be going out, and maybe they go out and repair vehicles around the world, as well as repair hearts and minds of the humans and other living entities.
Their hearts and minds. That is beautiful. Exactly. Thank you, my dear Rick.
Okay, Elizabeth says, "May the love of the Creator and Nitra continue to illuminate the way for us." Maybe that's
Yes,
a
my
good
dear.
way.
Yeah. Very, very beautiful, Elizabeth. Thank you. So any other wish or happy New Year? Any, or we can go. There is a next presentation. Beautiful sharing, my dear beautiful souls.
That's the end of the slide, I think.
Oh, Mark. Yes, welcome.
Yeah, this is I have this dog that has been suffering from seizures for the last 4 years. And today it's been 30 days since the last episode of seizures, and it usually is like 10 to 14 days. And he is sleeping under butterflies or on top of butterflies, and he has 2 pots of water to drink, one with zinc Gans water and one with CO2, and he gets sprayed with cup 1. And so maybe we're getting somewhere with this. It's been a long haul.
That's really good
Very
news,
thankful.
Ingrid.
Yes.
Really good news, because you've told us about how you've been struggling with that for quite some time. Yes.
Yeah, and if this works, then maybe I can even wean him off of all that medication that he's on.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm counting the days. Thank you for sharing my enjoyment and my love.
Thank you,
Yep.
Irmgard. Thank you, my dear, so much for sharing. I have also dogs in my house. I know the emotion. I know. Thank you. You are so happy. That is the key, and you will be happy forever, as we are going to be with all our loved ones. All. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, my dear.
Imgrad, Sweta, can I just quickly say that
Yes.
that it's important what Angram just said there. All the beings, in whichever physicalities they decide to be present here, they all. So imagine all the love and the gratitude and the understanding that we have, and then extend this out to the animals, the vertical friends, all the bacteria, that everything has a soul, has a condition being present. And there will still be emotions within not just humanity, but other creatures as well. And it's the emotion that triggers conditions. And that is present with, as I've just said, all beings and all souls present on the planet. And then if we understand that we are part of a micro part of a bigger picture, like the galaxies and the universes that were spoken about earlier. However, inside each and every of those animals, the cats, the dogs, the birds and bees, and any shape or form that they wish to be present within, they all have this this knowledge too, this elevation. It's not just humanity that's receiving this. It's all of us. It's the planet and beyond. And so when we connect with all the souls, all those beautiful souls that all have this desire to give, to be loved, to give to others, and to share and serve. Because there's nothing like a dog or a cat or lots of other animals, how they are very loyal and serve and give in their environment, and all the other creatures and all the other souls that do it in their environments, in their positions, wherever they tend to be. It's just to our understanding and our knowledge that we always think of ourselves as this this position when we are all equal, none higher, none lower. And so my wish is for all the creatures of the creation to receive this beauty, this elevation, and this wonderment that is the condition that is this soul, the beauty of it, the wondrous beauty of a soul. Again, thank you for being present.
Thank you, my dear Dean. Thank you. So beautiful, you said. Really, really, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So here's time for now, but that is, and love is forever. So we are present with each other forever. You know, maybe this material thing or condition wraps up, but we never do. So this happiness, this happy new cycle, this happy new year will be like this. We will never feel that thing going away. So here we are, and we are universal souls. Love, namaste, salute. Welcome. Welcome to the beauty and totality, beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. Thank you, Keshe Foundation. I salute you for what you do so much. Thank you for your beauty and totality. Received many. Thank you.
Yeah, you're breaking up there, Swata, but we got the message, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm holding my phone over my head. Well, my internet connection is very poor today, but then it's all right. The happiness is so overwhelming, indeed. Thank you, my dear Rick. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up for today. If there's no other further comments, I think we covered all the questions, and
Rick, I'd just quickly like to say to you, thank you for being present, Rick. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And to all that are present with yourself and all the souls that you connect with and have been doing for a very long time. Thank you for your service, Rick, to humanity and all that you've done. Thank you very much, Rick.
Right on. Thank you, Dean. Remember what I always say is 95% of the work is just showing up. That's what I try to do.
You're always present, Rick. Thank you very much.
We love
and
you.
From the other Dean, thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Yeah, from Dean to Dean. Thank you, Dean. Wonderful comment.
From Dean to Dean. Yeah, that is the beauty. Thank you, my dear Rick, my friend. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody, and Happy New Year to everybody. When we meet again, it will be next week on January 3rd. So we look forward to that, and we look forward to the Keshe Plasma Reactor group tomorrow. That's Wednesday, December 28th, starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time, with various knowledge seekers attending, and people that are new or people that are not so new are welcome to attend that if you have any questions or things you'd like to present on the plasma technology. Okay, I think that's about it, other than, of course, the Knowledge Seekers workshops coming up on Thursday, as per usual, at 9 a.m. Central European Time. Same Zoom ID, and available on YouTube, as well as live streaming. Okay, I think we are done for today, which means that we will move into...
What about some dance?
Move into our
holding the
dance feature at the end here. So grab your partner. If you don't have one, then grab the universe and take it for a dance.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you. Clap and dance, my friends, old and new.
Let's get this shared properly here. I wasn't hearing the sound. Let's make sure it's working. Okay, bye everyone. See you in the next public teaching.